Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 8th. So students, in the previous video we have completed reading with art chapter number 6 from the book Honeydew. The name of the chapter is This is Geordie's Fawn. So I am very much sure that the chapter is clear to you all. It's a very interesting story and this story actually teaches us so many human qualities that we all should have. And in today's video we will see the comprehension part, we will solve the question. So let's begin. Question first, what had happened to Geordie's father? So in this question we have to write that what was the problem of Geordie's father, what was wrong with him, so what had happened to him. So let's see the answer. Geordie's father had been bitten by a rattlesnake. So this was the problem, that Geordie's father, he was bitten by a rattlesnake, and now we all know that rattlesnakes, they are very much poisonous. So when he was in the forest, so in that forest there was one rattlesnake and he was bitten by that rattlesnake. Next question, how did the doe save Penny's life? So in this question we have to write that how did the doe means a female deer, so how did the female deer save Penny's life, and Penny is the name of Geordie's father. So now we have to write that when Geordie's father, when he was bitten by the rattlesnake, so how one doe saved his life. Let's see the answer. Geordie's father killed the doe or she deer. So when Geordie's father, that is Penny, when he was bitten by one of the rattlesnake, so at that time he knew one of the remedy, and according to that remedy, Geordie's father, he killed one of the doe, one of the she deer that was there in the forest. He used her heart and liver to draw out the snake's poison, and yes, according to this remedy, the heart and the liver, these organs of a female deer, they are used to draw out the snake's poison. So Penny's father, he followed this remedy. In this way the doe saved Penny's life, and yes, this remedy was a successful remedy, and finally Penny, that is Geordie's father, he was able to survive, he was safe. So yes, that doe, we can say that female deer, she actually saved his life because of the heart, because of the liver, or we can say because of these organs. Finally Geordie's father, Mr. Penny, he was safe, he was able to survive. Next question, why does Geordie want to bring the fawn home? So in this question we have to write the reason, that what was the reason that Geordie, he just wants to bring the fawn home. We all know what is fawn. Fawn is a baby deer. So now we have to write the reason, that why Geordie, he was having this desire, why he wanted to bring that fawn to his home. Fawn जिसकी मदर को उन्होंने किल किया था, जिसके लिवर और हार्ट का यूज किया था. So now why Geordie, he wanted to bring that fawn to his home. Let's see the answer. Geordie's father had killed the doe. Without the mother deer, the fawn was likely to starve to death in the forest. So now in the previous question also we have discussed this thing, that Geordie's father, he had killed the doe. Why? Because he needed the liver, the heart of that doe, and now the fawn, it was having no mother, and without the mother deer, the fawn was likely to starve to death in the forest. So that was a very small baby deer, and it was not at all able to have to food, or we can say to arrange food for itself, and without its mother, it was very much obvious that it will die in the forest, it will die because of hunger, and it will starve to death in the forest. So Geordie wanted to bring the young fawn home, and this was the reason that Geordie, that was a very kind hearted boy, that was very much concerned for the fawn. So now he wanted to bring that fawn to his home. Okay, and one more thing is here, that Geordie, he was aware this thing, that yes, they are having some of the responsibilities, some of the moral duties towards the fawn, right? Because उन्होंने ही उसकी मदर को किल किया था, उसकी मदर के ऑर्गन्स को यूज किया था, and yes, Geordie is a very smart boy, so he was very much aware with this thing, and because of all these reasons he decided that he will bring that fawn to his home. Next question, how does Jody know that the fawn is a male? So now in this question we have to write that how does Jody, he was aware with this thing that that baby deer, that fawn is a male deer, that is a male baby. So what was the trick, how Jody he was aware of this fact? So let's see the answer. The spots on the fawn's body made Jody know that it was a male. Why? Because all the spots they were in a line. So in the chapter we have read this thing that Jody's father, he told him this trick that it is very easy to identify whether the baby is a male baby or a female baby. How? Because of the help of the spots. So the spots that were there on the fawn's body, so those spots made Jody know that it was a male deer. Why? Because all the spots they were in a line. So this is the difference between male and female deer. If the baby is a male baby, then all the spots that is there on its body they are in a line, and if it is a female deer, then all the spots they are in the different direction. So Jody he was aware with this thing because his father told him, and now Jody, when he saw that fawn and when he saw that all the spots they are in a line, then he knew that that fawn is a male deer. Next question, Jody didn't want to Millville with him for two reasons. What were they? So now in this question, first of all we are having one statement. So let's read the statement first. The statement is that Jody didn't want to Millville with him for two reasons. Yes, this is true. In the chapter we have read this thing. So now we have to write that what were these two reasons. We have to write these two reasons that why Jody, now he was having no desire to be accompanied by Millville. So we have to write two reasons here. So let's see the answer. Jody didn't want to Millville to join him in the search for the fawn. So finally when they reached to the forest, and now when they were looking for the fawn, so now Jody he didn't want that Millville he should be there with him in the search for the fawn. The reason was that he was not sure about the fawn's safety. He didn't want to Millville to see his disappointment, and now we are writing the reasons. So the reason was now Jody he was thinking about all the possibilities. So now he was not at all sure about the fawn's safety. He was not sure that whether the fawn is alive or not. Why? Because in the forest there are so many wild animals, and that is a very small baby of deer, and he was not at all able to arrange a meal for itself, right? So because of all these reasons, there was one doubt in the mind of Jody that whether the fawn is alive or not. So he was not at all sure about fawn's safety, and अगर वो fawn को नहीं ढूंढ पाते और fawn जो है that is not alive, so at that time Jody obviously he should be very much disappointed, and Jody he didn't want Millville to see his disappointment, to see the feelings, the emotion that he would have at that time. The second reason was that if he will be able to find the fawn, then that meeting would be very precious and lovely, and he did not want to share that moment with Millville. And now we are talking about the second reason. So now Jody he was thinking about the second possibility. So second possibility in that scenario, in that situation, is that finally they are successful to find the fawn. So if they are successful to find the fawn, then that meeting with the fawn, it will be very precious for Jody. It would be very lovely for Jody, and at that time Jody he did not want to share that moment with Millville. Okay, so these are the two reasons, because now Jody he was thinking about both the possibilities. So first possibility is that they are not able to find the fawn. So at that time Jody he will be very much sad, very much disappointed. So he did not want to show his disappointment to Millville. And in the second possibility, when finally they are successful to find the fawn, so at that time that meeting with the fawn, it would be very precious, very special, very lovely for Jody, and he was having no desire to share that precious moment with Millville. So because of these two reasons, now Jody he just wanted to be all alone there. He just wanted to search the fawn by himself. Next question, why was Melville afraid to leave Geordie alone? So in this question we have to write the reason, that what was the reason that Melville he was very much afraid to leave Geordie alone. So in the chapter we have read that when Geordie, when he said this thing that he wanted to be alone there and he offered Melville to go back. So at that time Melville he hesitated because he was afraid. So why he was afraid, that we have to write here. So let's see the answer. Melville was afraid to leave Geordie alone in the forest. Geordie might be lost in the jungle or he might be bitten by a snake just like his father. So at that time Melville he was having a lot of hesitation. अगर वो Geordie का ऑफर एक्सेप्ट कर लेता, उसे फॉरेस्ट में अकेला छोड़ देता, so he was having so many doubts in his mind, and yes, he was hesitating. Why? Because Geordie might be lost in the jungle, because Geordie he is a small boy only. So Melville he was having this doubt that Geordie he might be lost in the jungle or he might be bitten by a snake just like his father. And yes, that was a jungle and so many other wild animals are also there in the jungle. So because of all these reasons, Melville he was very much concerned about Geordie's safety, and this was the reason that he was afraid to leave Geordie alone in the forest. Next question, how did Geordie bring the fawn back home? So now in this question we have to write that when finally Geordie he was able to find the fawn in the forest, so how did he bring the fawn back to his home? So let's see the answer. Geordie picked up the fawn into his arms and proceeded to home. So finally when Geordie, when he was successful in his mission, when finally he was able to find the fawn, so first of all he picked up the fawn into his arms and then he proceeded to home. Then he started his journey back to his home. After some distance he kept the fawn down and took rest, and now it was very much obvious that because of the burden, because of the weight of the fawn, it was very difficult task for Geordie to continue his journey. So after some distance Geordie he kept the fawn down and then he took some rest. Later on the fawn followed him, and after that sometime when Geordie, when he was moving, when he was walking, so the fawn it followed him. Thus he brought the fawn back home. So in this way they completed the journey, they covered the distance and finally they reached home. Okay, so sometimes Geordie he was carrying the fawn in his arms, and sometimes Geordie he was walking and the fawn it was following Geordie, right? So in this way they completed the distance and finally they reached home. Next question, Geordie was filled with emotion after he found the fawn. Can you find at least 3 words or phrases which show how he felt? So in this question, first of all we are having one statement. So let's read the statement first. The statement is that Geordie was filled with emotion after he found the fawn. So yeah, this is a very true fact, because Geordie he actually wanted to find the fawn, and when finally he was able in his mission, finally when he was successful and yes, fawn was there in front of him, so he was very much happy and he was having so many emotions. So now the question is that we have to find at least 3 words, or we can write 3 of the phrases from the chapter only, from the text only, that show that how he felt. So we have to write 3 sentences, 3 words, 3 phrases that show Geordie's emotions at that time. So let's see the answer. So we can write 3 things here, 3 emotions here. So let's see the first one. The touch of the fawn made him delirious. So this is the first sentence, first phrase. So when Geordie, when he touched the fawn for the very first time, at that time he was extremely excited, he was full of excitement. Second, we can write that he stroked its sides as gently as though the fawn were a china deer. So secondly, we can write that when he was moving his hands on the body of the fawn, so he was moving his hands as gently as if that was a china deer, that was a deer made with a china clay. Third, we can write that his heart thumped with the marvel of its acceptance of him. So when finally Geordie, when he was carrying the fawn, in his arms, and the fawn, it was very much easy. It was in a very easy manner. So at that time Geordie, he was very much excited, or we can say he was very much happy that finally the fawn, it accepted Geordie, and the fawn, it trusted Geordie. So yes, this was a great happiness, this was a great excitement for Geordie. So these are the three things, and students, you can write your own answer here, because in the chapter there are so many things, so many sentences, so many phrases that show Geordie's emotions, because yes, he was very much happy, he was very much excited. So you can write your own answer also. Next question, how did the deer drink milk from the god? So now in this question we have to write that when finally Geordie and the deer, the fawn, when finally they reached home, and when Geordie, when he offered some milk to the fawn, so how did the deer, he drink milk from the god, from that vessel? So let's see the answer. Geordie dipped his fingers in the milk. So when Geordie, when he offered that vessel to the deer, so at a time that fawn, that is a very small deer, that was having no clue that how to drink milk from that vessel. So he was unable to drink the milk. He was very much hungry, and there was milk in front of the fawn, but still the fawn was totally clueless how to drink the milk. So at that time Geordie, he helped him. How? Geordie dipped his fingers in the milk, then he left the fawn suck his fingers, and after that now he put his fingers in the mouth of the fawn, so that the fawn, it would be able to suck the milk. He did so several times, and Geordie, he repeated this thing again and again and again. Finally the fawn drank off all the milk from the god, and in this manner finally the fawn, he vanished entire milk. Finally he drank the milk that was there in that vessel. Okay, so Geordie, he helped the fawn to drink the milk. Next question, why didn't the fawn follow Geordie up the steps as he had thought it would? So now in this question we have to write the reason, that what was the reason that when finally Geordie, when he reached his home, and he was having this idea that first of all he would go in the room of his father, and the fawn, it would follow him. Okay, so this was the idea of Geordie, but what was the reason that the fawn, it was unable to follow Geordie, it was not following Geordie up the steps. So there were some of the steps, some of the stairs. So what was the reason that the fawn was not climbing on the stairs as Geordie, he had thought that the fawn, it would? Okay, so why? Because in the chapter we have read that when they were coming home, when they were in the forest, so many times Geordie, he was walking, and the fawn, it was following. So when finally they reached home, so again Geordie, he was having the idea that he would go into the the bedroom of his father, and the fawn, it would follow him. But what happened? The fawn, it refused to follow, it did not follow. So what was the reason that we have to write here? So let's see the answer. The fawn didn't know how to raise its feet to climb the steps. So we can write our own answer according to our imagination, that what what would be the reason कि जो fawn है वो follow क्यों नहीं कर रहा था. So maybe the fawn didn't know how to raise its feet, because there were some steps, some stairs were there. So maybe the fawn, it was totally clueless, it was having no idea how to climb the steps, how to raise the feet to climb the steps. Maybe the fawn was having the first experience of steps, and maybe वो जो fawn है वो हमेशा से forest में रहा था, and maybe for the first time उसके सामने stairs थी, steps थी, and it was having no idea how to climb the steps. So this is one possibility, and you can write your own answer, that what could be the reason, what could be the possible reason. Next question, why did Penny Baxter allow Geordie to go find the fawn and raise it? So now in this question we have to write the reason, that what was the reason that Penny Baxter is the name of Geordie's father. So what is the reason that Geordie's father, finally he allowed Geordie to go find the fawn and raise it? So when Geordie, when he shared his concern, when he shared his plan with his father, that he wanted to bring that fawn to his home, and he wanted to raise the phone. So why finally the father he gave his permission? What was the reason that finally he accepted this offer? So we have to write that reason. So let's see the answer. Penny was convinced by Geordie's argument that it would be ungrateful if they left the fawn in the forest to starve. So when he shared his thought, so at that time he gave so many logic, so many arguments just to convince his father, and finally yes, Penny he was convinced with Geordie's logics, with Geordie's arguments, that yes, it would be very ungrateful if they left the fawn in the forest to starve, because that fawn is a very small baby, and without a mother obviously it would die because of hunger, and there are so many other risks, other dangers are also in the forest. He realized his moral duty and responsibility towards the fawn, and finally Penny Baxter he realized that yes, they are having some responsibilities, they are having some moral duties towards the fawn. So he allowed Geordie to go find the fawn and raise it. So after realizing this thing, after realizing their responsibilities and moral duties towards the fawn, finally he gave his permission to Geordie that okay, Geordie now he could go and bring that fawn to their home to raise the fawn in a proper manner. Next question, what did Doc Wilson mean when he said nothing in the world ever comes quite free? So now in this question we have to explain this phrase that is spoken by Doc Wilson. So Doc Wilson he said that nothing in the world ever comes quite free. So what he means, we have to explain this phrase. So let's see the answer. Doc Wilson meant that Penny must pay back to the doe whom he had killed for his own gain by bringing up her fawn. So what it means, that nothing in the world ever comes quite free. It means आपको अगर कोई भी चीज आप यूज कर रहे हो, so you have to pay for it. इस वर्ड में कोई भी चीज ऐसी नहीं है जो आपको फ्री मिल रही है. So what it means, it actually means that Penny he must pay back to the doe. He is having some responsibilities, he is having some moral duties for the doe whom he had killed for his own gain. Why? Because he killed that doe and he used the liver and heart of that doe just to save his life. So now obviously he is having some duties, some responsibilities towards the doe. So how he can pay back? He can pay back by bringing up her fawn, because doe तो अब नहीं है, but उसका जो baby है, जो fawn है, that is there. So now they should raise that fawn, they should take care of that fawn, and yes, this is their duty, and in this manner they can pay back to the doe. And yes, this is the rule of this universe, that nothing in the world ever comes quite free. Next question, how did Geordie look after the fawn after he accepted the responsibility for doing this? On this question we have to write that when finally Geordie he accepted the responsibility that he will raise the fawn, he will bring the fawn. So how did he look after the fawn? That we have to write. So let's see the answer. Geordie looked after the fawn like a mother. So yes, Geordie he was very much aware with this thing that एक फोन को अगर वो अपने घर लेकर आएगा, so yes, it is not at all a easy task, and he has to be very sincere, very serious, and he has to show a lot of determination. So finally he was very much ready to accept this responsibility, and now he was looking after the fawn just like a mother. How? So let's see. He put his arms around its body. So first of all, when he found the fawn, at that time Geordie he was very much happy, and he put his arms around the body of the fawn. Why? Just to relax the fawn and just to win the confidence, the trust of the fawn. He tried to shield its face from prickling vines, and when he was carrying the fawn in his arms, at that time also Geordie he was so protective, he was so concerned for the fawn that it was trying to shield, to protect its face from prickling vines. So in the forest there were so so many prickling vines. So जॉडी बिल्कुल भी नहीं चाहता था कि फ़ोन को थोड़ा सा भी इंजरी हो, थोड़ा सा भी वो हर्ट हो जाए. So he was trying his best to protect the phone's face from all the prickling vines. He made it drink milk with his fingers dipped in milk, and when finally they reached home, and when he offered some milk to the phone, and the phone, he was unable to drink milk from that vessel. So finally Jody, he made it drink milk with the help of his fingers. And how that we have discussed already, that first of all he dipped his finger in the milk, and then he let the phone suck the milk from his fingers. This is how a mother feeds her baby, and this way is just similar to the way that a mother feeds her baby. Jody was glad that he had found the phone. So yes, Jody, he was ready to take all the responsibility, and yes, he was very much happy that finally he was successful to find the phone, and yes, finally he was having the phone. Next question, how does Jody's mother react when she hears that he is going to bring the phone home? Why does she react in this way? So in this question, first of all, we have to write Jody's mother's reaction. Okay, so what was the reaction of Jody's mother when first of all she comes to know this thing that Jody is going to bring the phone home? So what was her reaction? That we have to write, and then we have to write the reason, that what was the reason of this kind of reaction. Okay, so first of all write the reaction of Jody's mother, and then we have to tell the reason that why she reacted in this way. So let's see the answer. Jody's mother was very shocked when she heard that he was going to bring the phone home. So first of all we are writing the reaction, that what was her reaction. So Jody's mother, she was very much shocked, she was very much surprised when she heard this thing, that Jody, he wanted to bring the phone home, and he is having the permission of his father also, and now he is going to the forest just to bring that phone to his home. She gasped with astonishment because she didn't want a wild animal at her home, and yes, she was having a lot of astonishment. She was very much surprised because she never wanted this thing, that some wild animal should be there at their place, at their home. She told Jody that they had nothing else to feed the fawn except milk, which he would need to sacrifice in order to feed the little deer. And one more thing that she told Jody, it was that yes, this is true that the resources of that family were very much limited. So now Jody's mother, she told this thing to Jody, that if he wanted to bring the fawn back to their home, so they are having nothing to feed the fawn, so Jody, he has to sacrifice his part of milk, right? Because resources are limited, earning is limited, and they are having no extra food. So if extra member is there in the home, so obviously Jody, he has to share his part of milk. So yes, she cleared this thing to Jody. She told this thing very clearly to Jody. The reason of this reaction may be that Jody's mother was not present at the site where the snake had bitten her husband and a doe was killed to save his life. And now we are discussing the reason that why she reacted in this manner, why she didn't give her permission happily. So maybe the reason is that Jody's mother, she was not present when one snake was there and that snake has bitten her husband, and one doe was killed to save his life. So maybe Jody and his father, they were there in the forest. So maybe Jody's mother, she was not present at that time when the snake was there, and Jody's father, he was bitten by the snake, and just to save his life, he killed one doe, and that doe was having a fawn. So maybe Jody's mother, she didn't see this entire scene by herself. She was unable to have the same feelings and emotions for the fawn as of Jody and his father, and because of this thing, now she was unable to have the same feelings, same emotions, the feeling of responsibilities, the feeling of moral duties towards the fawn as now Jody is having and Jody's father is also having. So maybe this is the reason कि उन्होंने सारा सीन खुद उन्होंने नहीं देखा था. अगर वो खुद देखती, अगर वो खुद वहाँ पे प्रेजेंट होती, so maybe she was also having the same feelings, but now obviously she is not having the feelings for the phone, and she is very much shocked with this news that Jody he wanted to bring the phone. So maybe this is the reason. So this is one possible reason, and students, you can write your own answer here. You can write your own reason that what could be the possible reason that why Jody's mother she reacted in this manner. Okay, so students, we have completed all the question answers here. I hope the chapter, story and all the question answers, everything is clear to you all. In the next video, we will start reading with our next chapter. See you in the next video. Thank you.